Imagine waking up tomorrow in a world where your thoughts are no longer your own. Sounds like science fiction, right? Well, what if I told you that this dystopian future might be closer than you think? Today, we're diving into the controversial world of Neuralink and why some experts are raising red flags about this brain-computer interface technology. Neuralink, founded by tech mogul Elon Musk, is being touted as a revolutionary tool to enhance human potential. But beneath the shiny veneer of progress lurks a darker reality that we simply can't ignore. Let's break down why you should think twice. No, make that 100 times before even considering a Neuralink chip. First up, let's talk about free will. You know, that little thing that makes us human? Well, Neuralink could potentially manipulate your thoughts, emotions, and decisions without you even realizing it. Imagine a world where your choices aren't really yours anymore. Scary, right? But it gets worse. Think about the massive amounts of data your brain generates every second. Now imagine that data in the hands of governments or corporations. Your most private thoughts, memories, and desires could be harvested, sold, or even weaponized by powerful entities. Still feeling comfortable with that chip in your head? And let's not forget about security. In our hyper-connected world, if it's digital, it's hackable. Cyber criminals or intelligence agencies could potentially implant false memories or erase your knowledge. Your brain could become the ultimate battleground for information warfare. Now here's where things get really unsettling. Elon Musk himself has said, "We are already cyborgs." Some critics argue that Neuralink could be part of a larger transhumanist agenda to fundamentally alter what it means to be human. Are we opening Pandora's box in the name of progress? Let's not overlook the physical risks either. We're talking about invasive brain surgery here, folks. The potential for permanent brain damage, paralysis, or even death is very real. Is the promise of enhanced abilities worth risking your life? But wait, there's more. The US military through DARPA is already funding brain interface technologies. Some speculate this could lead to mind control and psychological warfare capabilities. Could Neuralink be a Trojan horse, turning people into programmable drones obedient to the elite? Once that chip is in your brain, it's game over. Remote access to your thoughts, memories, and subconscious mind becomes a terrifying possibility. Your entire being could be laid bare, vulnerable to manipulation and control. So what's the end game here? Some critics argue that it's not about helping disabled people. That's just the cover story. They believe it's about turning humans into biological slaves within an AI-controlled grid. A chilling thought, isn't it? Now you might be thinking, this all sounds a bit far-fetched. And you're right to be skeptical. But consider this. History is full of examples where technology developed for benevolent purposes was later weaponized or misused. From nuclear energy to the internet, the potential for abuse always exists. So, what can you do to protect yourself? First and foremost, never take the Neuralink chip. No matter how they promote enhanced intelligence or telepathy, remember the potential cost to your autonomy and privacy. Educate yourself and others about the true implications of transhumanism and mind control technology. Stay informed about developments in this field. Knowledge is power, especially when it comes to protecting your most valuable asset, your mind. Resist the push towards merging humans with machines. Question the motives behind these technologies. Who really benefits from turning humans into cyborgs? Finally, consider disconnecting from the digital grid more often. Focus on natural ways to expand your consciousness and abilities. Meditation, learning, and human connection can be powerful tools for personal growth. No chip required. Remember, once the genie is out of the bottle, there's no putting it back. The decisions we make today about brain-computer interfaces will shape the future of humanity. So let's think carefully before we open our minds, literally, to technologies we might not fully understand or control. In the end, the choice is yours. But ask yourself, is the promise of superhuman abilities worth the risk of losing what makes you fundamentally human? The answer might just save your mind and your freedom.